So today we're going to be learning how to do triples. So if you haven't already watched my videos on how to do a single or how to do a double, go ahead and watch that. They're really informative and they let you know on like the checklist that you need to work through in order to get a triple. We're going to kind of breeze through that checklist. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start at our left flat and we're going to take a dip. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, dip, dip. Making sure that it's nice and strong and that my left wrist is the only wrist that rotates and that my forearm is in line with the butt of my rifle. From here, we're going to go ahead and take a fake release. What we're going to do is we're going to go to our release point and we're going to make sure that our elbow stays down and we're going to hold it and we're going to squeeze it. You want to make sure that your rifle is at the upper 45-degree angle, that it's not pitched back or pitched forward. It should be in your toaster. Whenever you're tossing, you want to make sure that your rifle is about, I would say, about 5 or 6 inches away from you. That's a good, comfortable position. If it's any further away from you, it's going to be harder for you to take higher tosses. So you want to make sure that you have that nice, comfortable position. So let's go ahead and take a fake release. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, out. And you want to hold it and squeeze and squeeze. Check your rifle, make sure that you're not pitching it backwards or forwards and that it's also not rotating in your hand in any way, shape, or form. Keep that elbow down and relax. So let's go ahead and take that one more time for good measure. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, out. Hold it, and relax. Good. So that's the first 2 steps on making sure that you have a great triple. The next thing that you do is you need to go ahead and take your toss, making sure that you're pushing all the way down with your right hand. Your toss you're going to release on count 1. It's going to be in the air on count 2. On 2 and you're going to bring your right hand up to meet that toss, and on count 3, your right hand is going to connect with the neck of the rifle. As you do this, you're going to squeeze and pull apart the rifle, making sure that it stops. So as I release, I'm going to release 1, 2, and 3, going into that catch. So let's go ahead and take it with the toss now. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. So that toss was a little to the right. It's important that you're really thinking about placement. That's another one of our steps on our checklist. And that was a perfect example of taking a toss and it not being correct. So what I need to do is I need to think about overcorrecting that toss to the left. So let's go ahead and take that. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. And because I thought about pushing my toss to the left more, what happened was I found that happy medium and I was able to successfully execute my triple. And I didn't have any placement problems. So whenever you do a toss, if you're pushing it too far to the left or too far to the right, think about on that next toss doing the opposite of that, and that's really going to help you. The same thing goes with over or under rotating your rifle. So let's say that you under rotate your rifle. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. So that time my rifle was low and it was slow because I was under rotating my rifle. Now, that could be because of 2 things. Either A, my hand was too far down my rifle, or B, my prep into my rifle was incorrect. So you want to make sure that first and foremost that your hand placements are correct, and then you want to think about, for the next part, making sure that you're pushing all the way down with that right hand, and then really think about snapping that wrist up on 1 to that release point. Once you get to there, your fingertips are going to extend up into the air. You're going to hold that going into your catch. So as you're going into your toss, think about my release point. My release point is in my chest area for a triple. So I know that if I lift my toss higher than that, what's going to happen is I'm going to over-rotate. Opposite is if you lower that release point, what's going to happen is you're going to probably under-rotate your toss, or it's going to be really fuzzy and really low. So you want to make sure that as you're doing your triple, that If you're having any issues with over rotating, you're thinking about why. Is it because of my release point? Is it because my right hand, am I not pushing enough? What is it that I'm doing for that to happen? And same thing with like directionally with your rifle. If my rifle is going to the right, it's probably because I'm pushing my fingertips towards the right, or I'm holding on to my rifle. You want to make sure that when you toss, that your rifle is at that 45-degree angle on the release point. If you hold onto your rifle, then it's going to go over to the right. If you don't hold onto your rifle long enough, it's probably going to go to the left. So it can either be because you're holding onto it too long or not enough, or because you're placing your hand out too far. Now, it's not going to be that drastic as what I just did. It'll probably do like an inch or two, and that would make the difference. So just remember, whenever you're correcting yourself, it's about inches, not miles on rifle. So let's go ahead and take another triple. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. So that triple was over to the right, so this time I'm going to push it over to the left. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. And let's do one more. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. That time was a little bit too far to the left, so let's go ahead and find that happy medium. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. And one more time. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. And so if you use this method for working through your tosses at home for personal practice time, it's really going to help you be a problem solver and a detective, so that when you go into a rehearsal setting with your director or your choreographer and you're having to either quickly warm up in order to learn choreography or go through an extensive technique block, you don't necessarily have to have your instructor tell you every single time what you're doing wrong, which is going to be very beneficial, because that means that you'll already know what you need to do to fix it. If your instructor tells you, hey, you were over-rotated, or hey, you were under-rotated, this is what you need to do to fix it, that's just a bonus, because that means that they're looking at you and that they really want you to get better. So just remember that the more you are a detective at home in your personal practice time on your tosses, the easier it's going to be for you in the long run, because you're not going to have a question of, oh, what am I throwing, or what did I do wrong? It's going to be oh, I know what I did, and I know how to fix it, which is going to be a time saver in the long run, especially in that ensemble setting. Please let me know if you have any comments or questions. Go ahead and comment below, or if you're my student, you can go ahead and send me a message on Remind or through email. YouTube has an awesome feature where you can just go into the settings button and you can slow down this video. So if you wanted to see any specific examples that I gave slower, that would be a great way to do that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great time tossing triples.